If a person is diagnosed with asbestosis from drilling mud, is the contractor to blame or the manufacturer? Back in the 1960s, 70s, and part of the 80s, drilling mud was delivered to drilling sites in large sacks full of powder. Those sacks would then be mixed on site with water to form the drilling mud. When the sacks were emptied, some of the particles would become airborne and people would be exposed to asbestos. Of course, that was a long time ago, but now we are just having diagnoses made of individuals who were affected by this process. In many situations, a statute of limitation would bar a person's claim because it was so long ago. There's a special statute in Texas, though, that allows a person to go after those responsible for the asbestos, even though the diagnosis is made decades later. So for instance, if you are diagnosed with asbestos now and you believe it is a result of your exposure to drilling mud even decades ago, you can still make a claim against the manufacturer. You are governed by a statute of limitation, but it is far different than the typical statute of limitation. So for instance, now what can happen is if a person dies from exposure, the family has 2 years from the date of death in which to bring a claim. Or if you are injured as a result of asbestos exposure due to drilling mud, you have 2 years from the date that you serve a report from a doctor on either the manufacturer or the contractor.